Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mini Kit Monday, September 2023. Today we are going to be working on our first page of our mini album for this month. The month of September, we are downsizing and making smaller pages. You can see right here, I did already set up my little mini album with the pages. I've also inked around the edges of them and put holes, punched holes down the side and put the reinforcers on already. These are going to be the photo layout. That's going to be about the layout we have. This piece of paper right here is going to serve as our photo mats. I'm going to go ahead and trim that up a little bit. Now, I'm really nervous about this album. I've only made a couple mini albums as gifts for other people. And this one, when I started making it, I did already go ahead and show John the base of it, and he didn't seem too thrilled. So I'm a little nervous about this mini album. It might end up going somewhere else, not to him, because he just doesn't seem to appreciate it the way I feel like he should. You can see right here, I am going to go ahead and add ink around the edges. I do go a little heavier on the corners than I do along the sides. I'm going to do that for all three of the photo mats. This is toffee ink that I used. I am still unsure what I'm going to do with the covers. I haven't decided. I have inked them with the toffee ink just to give them some color, but I don't know if that's going to be how we proceed with it or not. Haven't decided. I am going to go ahead and mat these photo placement holders on those papers that I had cut. All right, I did take one of the strips, the border strips, off of the sticker sheet. This one right here, it's a nice plaid. I'm going to trim that down and run it down the side. I will also pull out my corner rounder or corner chomper, this little sucker right here, and just corner the edges that are going to be bumping up to the left-hand side, because as you can see, I did corner round all of my papers. The album I'm using does have rounded corners on it. So we're going to ink that up as well. Just kind of keep that ink pretty consistently throughout the album. Very nice. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. As the time I am doing this voiceover, it is Monday morning, probably about 6:30. I'm sitting outside having my morning coffee. It's delightful. It's finally starting to cool off here. Okay, the other piece of the border strip, I am going to go ahead and round the corners on one side of that as well. And this one's going to run horizontally along the page on the right-hand side. It's going to just be a little shelf for that photo placement holder to sit on. Okay, now we're going to move on to embellishing. And the embellishments on these pages so far, I've done a few pages so far. They're very minimal, but what I'm thinking is once we put together the very basic foundation of the pages, okay, we got the basic pages, and then once we do the foundation of them, which, you know, we're doing right now, put it together with a little bit of embellishment, maybe then we'll come back in later and put more embellishments on there, because these are a little plain, but it is also an album for someone I didn't think would like a whole bunch of embellishments. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to keep it this plain or not. You can see we are starting out with a little tag. It's going to go under that top photo. And then we'll put a little bit of that string through it. Now the string I pulled out for this, I'm onto the paperboard pieces, but the string I pulled out for this is like a burlap ribbon. It's like 5 strands kind of woven together. So I just kind of pull those apart and use 2 strands through that hole. I guess I will come back and do that. This little fence down here at the bottom of this photo, it is a stamped piece. I'm going to put an arrow down there. It's the inside arrow of the paperboard circle that you see over on the left hand side. I'm going to stick the arrow down there, and I'm also going to put a word phrase. You can see up at the top of my desk, kind of you can see, I pulled out a couple word phrases from the sticker sheet that I thought would work okay for this book. After we tie this on there, I am going to go ahead and commit. Did I already commit to the placement of that arrow in that sticker over on the right-hand page? I don't think I did, but I am going to commit to that. And then I think we're going to be done. So guys, I'm really interested to see what you have made for your downsizing this month. If you didn't and you still made a 12 by 12, it's fine. But we are really trying to make the effort to go smaller for inspiration for Dollie. So I think this is a really good challenge. It's a really good challenge for me. I've been wanting to make a mini album for a little bit because I haven't made one for a while. But like I said, I am nervous about this one. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and place the photo mount, the photo placement holder down where it was, and then I'll layer up with that piece of the fence, that word phrase, and that little arrow. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but on that base page, okay, on the left-hand side, you can see the holes. There's reinforcers over those holes. I thought it just gave it a little bit more of a, not really sophisticated look, but kind of like a more sturdy look. But I also ran down this side right there on, before I put the reinforcers on there, I made a 1/2 inch scoring mark down that side. Just a little bit of detail. And then there's the hole reinforcers in between that little 1/2 inch line. Very cute. Okay, guys, after I do that, I'm not going to do anything else to the layout. I am going to put that back in the book, and we're going to move on to the next one, but we're not moving on to the next one today. I will be moving on to the next one, probably next Monday. I feel like we're going to have a lot more videos than just 4 because I have a lot more pages on here to do than just 4, but there it is. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure you hop over and check out Kathy's projects for this month, and also just hop over to Dollie's channel and show her some love too, even though she's busy. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to support my channel, BeckyBitting.closetomyheart.com. Bye, guys.